Beginning your practice by taking a comfortable seated position. Let the spine, neck, and head form a nice long line. Softly closing the eyes. And as you breathe in, just take your shoulders, rolling them up towards the ears, and exhale, drawing them back behind you. Settle into yourself. Begin to breathe deep. And as you breathe, drawing in the energy of Saraswati. She's the energy of knowledge, speech, sound, and creativity. Her wisdom begins with the breath, so allow yourself to attune to its rhythm, creating a metronome for your practice. As you breathe, be aware of the breath's depth, its resistance, and its moksha, or its freedom. Each inhale draws with it inspiration, and each exhale is a trust in the ever-flowing process of letting go. From here, we take the hands to the heart at Manjali Mudra. Take 2 final deeper breaths, and then we link the body's movement in pace with the breath. Next inhale, the palms will rise up and overhead, and as you exhale, open the arms and release the breath out the mouth. Breathing in, the palms unite, and as you exhale, take that energy right back into the heart. Breathing in, this repeats, rising the arms up, exhale and open. Inhale, palms come together, exhale right back into the heart. Final time, add the spirit, breathe in, draw the energy up, and exhale, expand to something beyond yourself. Inhale, taking positive energy, and exhale, draw that energy right back into your heart. Pause for a moment, deep breath in, and a long breath out. From here, we take the right hand, placing it softly on the mat beside you. As you breathe in, left arm reaches up, and exhale, reaching across. Inhale, left arm lengthens the spine, comes to the mat beside you, and the right arm comes across. So the body begins to drift and begins to flow from one side over to the other. As you're moving, notice if the breath has a resistance or if the body has a resistance. Use them both to create balance within yourself. Last time here, breathing over to the right side. Inhale creates that lengthening, and exhale, final side, over to the left. Next inhale, palms will come up. Exhale, sealing this movement, bringing the hands right back into the heart. Full breath in, and a long breath out. From here, taking the hands, placing them on the mat in front of you, and just unfolding the legs behind you. So tension in the hips leads to tension in the heart, and movement in each of these opens to creative flow. Allow your knees to move mat width apart. The hands are going to stay underneath the shoulders. This is a pulse from a modified upward dog to a variation of Ustrasana. So as the feet come together, they lift up off the floor. Thread the heart through the shoulders, press the hips down. Breathe in, lift up. Bring the hands back behind you, fingertips point in, the hips lift, and you release the head and the neck behind you. Exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Drift the body forward again, so hands placed down. Breathe in, lift up, exhale, press the heart, lift the gaze. Inhaling, you're lifting up. Exhale, bring the body back once again. Plant the hands, breathing in, lift the hips, exhale, release the head back. Last time here, inhale, easing up, exhale, lower the hips down. As you come forward, be aware of the heart and the hips connection. Lift up, round the spine, fingertips pointing in, breathe in, lift the hips here, exhale, release the head back. Inhale, head comes center, exhale, hips are coming down. Bring the body back to all fours. Keeping the movement in the hips here. We take an inhale and circle the hips over to the right. Graze across the heels, but don't touch, and then breathe in, lead the hips over to the left side. Exhale, we reverse. Inhaling, coming up through the right. So you're creating a pendulum with the hips, breathing in as you draw the hips forward and up, and as you exhale, releasing and coming back. Keep the breath in pace and rhythm with the body's movement, inhaling and exhaling. Finishing here by coming into Balasana, long breaths in, long breaths out. Take one more full inhale, and as you exhale, heavy through the hips, drain the mind. Breathing in, body comes to all fours, and as you exhale, curl the toes, lift the knees, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Heel toe the feet together, let them connect. From the hip, right leg is lifting up, exhale, bend the knee, drop the heel to the glute. Keep the shoulders square, breathing deep into the hip. So this is an area that holds a lot of tension. The more tension we have, the less creative energy can be used to fuel our zest for life. Exhale, right leg comes down. As you breathe in, the left leg lifts up. Exhale, bend the knee, drop the heel to the glute. Full breaths in, keep the shoulders square, just allow the hips to twist. Take one more breath in, and as you exhale, release the leg down. From here, we add a little bit of strength. Breathe in, take the body to a plank position, and as you exhale, it's right into upward facing dog. Inhale, waving up and over the hips, over the toes, back into down dog. Adding on with Wild Thing. Breathing in, lifting the right leg, open the hips. So remember, you can stay here or step the right leg back behind you, lifting the hips, pressing front body to back body, and circulating that free arm. The left leg is long, the toes are pointing towards the bottom of your mat. And so you're feeling this water-like action of swirling through the shoulder, expression through the hips. And this is the element of Saraswati. Eventually that free arm is going to lead you back onto the mat. Kick the right leg up and exhale. Plant it next to the left. Next inhale here. Left leg reaches up. Exhale, bend the knee, drop the heel to the glute so you can stay in the hip opener. Otherwise, you're stepping the left leg behind you, lengthening the right, circulating the free arm, expressing the heart, the hips, the throat chakra. Breathing here. Allow the movement to swirl, to flow, and to feel very fluid within yourself. The free arm from here leads the body, takes you back to your forward position. Left leg kicks up. You're back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, your down dog. Full breath in, long breath out. Inhale, wave into your plank. Come into upward facing dog. Breathe in, lift from underneath. Exhale, wave back, down dog. Final element builds into wheel. So breathing in, right leg lifts up. Exhale, drop the heel to the glute. Feel free to step the leg behind you so you can come back into Wild Thing. Stay here, or that free arm is going to circulate back behind you, planting both hands onto the floor, fingertips facing in, and then we pulse the wheel. So we breathe in, and as you exhale, press the chest between the shoulders. Inhale again, pressing, exhale, easing back. Take one more pulse. Save some energy to plant the left hand down, the right arm reaches up, comes back onto the mat, right leg follows last, back to down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Opposite side here last time, left leg breathes in, stay in the hip opener, drop into Wild Thing, circulate the free arm, or take it right back behind you, reaching for the floor, turn the opposite palm in, both feet are firmly planted. Next exhale, you're going to press the chest through the shoulders. Inhale, backing off. So it's 3 pulses here. Be aware of ahimsa, know your edge. Save some energy so that you can lift up with the left arm. Left leg follows, it lifts high into the air. And this time, step that left leg all the way through. Plant the foot between the hands. You're coming into your lunge position. Interlace the fingers, thread the flesh of the thigh a little bit away. Keep that back knee lifted. Exhale and press that lunge deep. Radiate the arms up and overhead. Take them back behind the ears if you can. And then scissoring, right arm forward, left arm back behind you. Breathe in, palms unite overhead. Exhale, scissor the arms the opposite way. This movement repeats, representing 2 of Saraswati's 4 arms. The sacred scriptures in one hand and the lotus, true knowledge, in the other. Experience the symbolism as you radiate the arms out, gathering fresh energy with the inhale. Exhale, pressing the arms. Next inhale, hands come overhead. As you exhale, plant them to the inside of your front foot. Take an inhale, lengthening the spine, and as you exhale, draw the elbows in towards the rib cage, dipping down. Inhale, you're lengthening. Exhale, slowly lowering. Breathing in, nice long spine. Exhale, drawing the body low to the earth. Moving into an arm balance compass pose, so left hand comes to the outside edge of your right foot. Shift the back foot forward a little bit. Begin to squeeze the tricep with the hamstring and the calf muscle. Lift those toes up, curl them in towards your body. Shift forward again, back leg lifting into the air. The whole body is a part of the pose. Ujjayi breath. The inner strength of Saraswati radiating here to allow us to trust our own flow. Hands come to the inside of the front foot. Breathe in through center, and as you exhale to lunge to the back of your mat. Take the hands up, interlace the fingers, traction the flesh of the thigh away as you press the hip forward. Lifting up through Mula Bandha, drawing in through Uddiyana Bandha. Take the arms now, radiate them up and overhead. Express the fingers out, track the arms behind the ears. Take a final inhale, now add the scissor. So left arm forward, right arm comes back. Breathe in, palms unite overhead. Exhale, scissor the arms the opposite way. So on the second side, we're representing the opposite 2 arms of Saraswati. One that represents music, and the other that represents life. Allow the arms to be an extension of the heart as you pulse. Last time here, breathing in, arms will come up and overhead, and as you exhale, take the hands to the inside of your front foot. Lift and lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, gather the elbows in towards the rib cage, dipping down. Breathe in, create some length. Exhale, slowly lowering. So it's 3 pulses total: body, mind, and spirit. Lengthen the elbows here. Bring a hand to the outside edge of your front foot. Move into that arm balance. Shift the back foot forward. Begin to squeeze the tricep. Curl the toes up and underneath. Back leg is strong. Flex the toes to the calf. Ignite the thigh. Ujjayi breath. Let the whole body contract to support the energy of the core rather than dumping into it. Slowly release. Bring the hands back through center. You're coming into a lunge position facing the top of your mat. And then from here, step the back foot towards the front, moving into an Utkatasana pulse. The hips lower, the arms come up and overhead into Sapana Mudra. As you exhale, the arms come chest height, the hips lower. Breathe in, little rise. Exhale, lowering down. Last time here, breathing in and exhale, dropping. Come to your standing height. Take the hands to the heart at Manjali Mudra, Samastiti. This next movement is quite dynamic, so you may want to watch one time or play and follow along with me. From the hip, the right leg is going to lift up into the air. You're stepping back into your Warrior 2 position. So back foot opens into that 90 degrees. Front knee is in a lunge position. Trace the arms in alignment with the shoulders, and then hug the shoulder blades in just a little bit. Mula Bandha is active, Uddiyana Bandha is active. Here's the rhythm. You're going to breathe in, turn that palm up, and as you exhale, Kaspana Mudra, pull back, bending on the right knee. Breathe in, trace the arms up and overhead. Exhale, press into your Warrior 2. Inhaling, back hand to front. Exhale, deep one-legged malasana. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, press the arms out. So one more time, it's a deep movement. It stirs energy. It's an ability to feel our strength, but then also feel our flow. Arms radiate out. This last time, we're going to stay in that one-legged squat. So pull the arms through, take yourself down. Bring the right hand onto the floor. And then as you breathe in, left arm reaches up, and as you exhale, it's a little heart opener. Lower the arm back down to the earth. Breathe in, lift up, exhale, press back. Hand traces down towards the floor again, and we breathe in. From here, taking your balance a little bit deeper, or keep the hands on the floor. The hands come to the heart center. Lift up through Mula Bandha, draw in through Uddiyana Bandha, and trace that bent knee towards the front of your body. Steady with the breath. Stay here. Second arm balance. Bringing the hands to the floor on the side body. Lift up with your hips. So it's a variation of side crow. The bottom foot sweeps out first. The top leg lifts up. You're expressing the toes wide, gathering the toes towards the shin. The whole body is contracting. Lifting and supporting the core. One more breath. And then as you exhale, you're taking the body into what's called painted fingers. The hands come through center. Breathe in, lift up, and as you exhale, just like you're tracing the fingertips through the sand. Breathing and flowing from one knee over to the other. Encourage the body to let go of the ego and to tap into the feeling body. Heart-led practice. Next time you drift towards the back of your mat, radiate the arms up, open into your warrior two, and just pause for a moment. Allow the body and the mind to sink into its alignment. Find the steadiness with the breath. That large dynamic movement. Breathe in, back hand to front. Exhale, deep squat with the back knee. Breathe in, pull the energy through. Exhale, strong body, warrior two. Repeating again, breathe in, back hand to front. Pull everything into center, lower down. Inner thigh helps pull the body up. Exhale, warrior two. This series is a symbol of the inner strength or confidence needed in order to trust the creative life force. This is your last pulse. End in the warrior two position. This time you're going to stay in that squat, so breathe in, come through, exhale, hold here. Left hand is going to journey its way onto the floor. Breathe in, right arm reaches up, and as you exhale, lean into that heart opener. Sweep the hand through the earth. Breathe in, drift the arm up, and exhale, reach back. One more time, flow with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Find the balance here by lifting up a little more through that Mula Bandha. Draw in on Uddiyana Bandha. Hands to heart center at Manjali Mudra. Options to stay here. Find the strength. Balance it with the breath. Or bring the hands to the outside edge of the thigh. Lift through the hips. Elbows need to stack over the wrists. Bottom foot lifts up first, then the long leg. Keep the thigh very active. Ujjayi breath if it's available. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. Lower the legs back onto your mat. Into that painted fingers again. So breathing in, lifting the body up through center. Exhale, bend on the opposite knee. Fingertips just hover above the floor as you sway from one side over to the other. So this can stay very graceful. You can add a little more energy, taking that squat nice and deep again, and as you exhale, press the palms away from your body. Yogi's choice. Do you want the movement to be soft and soothing, or do you want the energy to be strong and releasing? Both have value. From here, bring your body back into a lunge position, facing the front of the room. Inhale into your plank, lower chaturanga. Breathe in, lift through the heart. Exhale, wave the body back into down dog. This is your rest. If you choose, you can take the body all the way down into Balasana, child's pose. We are gravitating onto the belly, so the inhale will take you into a high plank, and if you can, controlled lowering all the way down. Uncurl the toes when you get there, stack the palms one on top of the other and rest the forehead. Moving into a variation of Bhujangasana. Taking the fingertips off the mat onto the floor next to you. In alignment with your sternum, breathe in, roll the shoulders forward, up, back and down, and then hug the elbows in towards you. Breathing in, you're pressing and lifting up just to your lower rib cage, and as you exhale, a little pulse lowering down. Inhale, come to the same height, or if you can, a little bit higher. Exhale, gradually lowering down. Third time through, higher still. Exhale, all the way to the belly. So now we add a twist, breathing in, lifting up, and as you exhale, take the right shoulder, dipping it down in towards center. Roll that shoulder open. Exhale, left side, lowering down. Breathe in, body rises. Exhale and twist. So just like a snake sheds its skin to reveal a new self, so does the purity of Saraswati wash away lethargy, sluggishness, and ignorance. Take a deep breath in here, finish with your left side, and then it's an internal Om as you come all the way back down, resting on the belly, hands alongside the body, cheek to one side. Encourage the hips to be heavy. And then when you feel ready, you're going to slowly bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. You're widening the knees and releasing back into a wide-kneed child's pose. The forehead is going to rest on the mat. This encourages the mind to be still. Support that with stillness through the body. And the emotional intelligence of rest shines through. Breathe in, rise up onto all fours. Shift your weight over to one side. You're taking the body into Sukhasana, which is easy seat, cross-legged position. Palms will face down onto the knees to lengthen the spine, and then turn the palms open. Add a mudra if you choose. From here, we take ourselves into Sufi grind, so the palms turn down on the knees. We breathe in, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, circulate the torso forward and across. Breathe in as you come back and up. Exhale, forward and across. So with the eyes closed, tune into the deep recesses of the hip, the glutes, the low back. Where's their tension? Where's their space? And then slowly begin to spiral in. Let the movements become more and more shallow until eventually you're just on the axis of the spine, massaging the muscles that parallel the vertebrae. Feeling that soothing action of twisting through the muscles. There's a pause. We breathe in and exhale out the mouth. And then experience that journey in the opposite direction. Start with the soft spiral first, right along the axis of the spine. And then gingerly begin to open that spiral up. Notice what happens to the breath as the body has more space. And so eventually you're back into those deep movements. Torso comes forward and across, opening up through the hips, the glutes, the low back. Final inhale and exhale. Take yourself tall, open the palms up, breathe in through the nose, and exhale out through the mouth. Allow yourself the freedom to just bask in the stillness. Meditation pose. From here, Opening the legs, you're going to uncross them and recross them the opposite way. So your choice is to stay in a cross-legged position, or if you want to come a little deeper, you're framing the lower legs one on top of the other, coming into double pigeon or fire log pose. The hips and glutes may want to lift up and then reposition underneath. Rather than just leaning forward, start this action by softly drifting to the side. So bring one hand onto the floor next to you, lean into that side, breathe in through center and to the opposite side. As you shift, as you drift, you're slowly easing the body forward, so you're tapping into all three dimensions of the body. Noticing if the side bodies feel the same as the back and the front, and then begin to sweep the arms through center, twisting over the knees. Inhaling, a little lift, and exhale, coming across. The drift and the flow of the body helps to release tension. Settle into a place of stillness. It might be stacking the palms one on top of the other. You might be high up onto the elbows or resting the forehead right down onto the floor. Take the mind into the back body. Feel the deep opening of the low back into the glutes. And so we take the body out, just nice and gingerly ease yourself up. Take a breath when you're back to a seated height. And then transition between sides by softly leaning the weight back. Bring the feet flat onto the mat, knees stay bent. Exhale and switch the knees to one side. Breathe in up through center. Exhale, lean the knees to the opposite side. So just a little bit of a release to the hips, the low back. And then from here you come to the same pose opposite side. So if your legs were crossed, you're going to recross the opposite way. If you're working with that double pigeon or fire log pose, allow yourself to move into that variation. Stacking the shins, one on top of the other. Lift the hips up, reposition the glutes underneath the body. Pause for a moment. Let the body, the mind, and the spirit connect with each other. And then when you feel ready, place a hand onto the mat next to you, lean to one side. Breathe in through center, shift to the opposite direction. And so you're gradually adding a forward fold as you rock through the body from one side over to the other. Take this into a bit of a twist if you want, sweeping the hands through center, leaning over one knee. So following intuitive movement, this is an important part of Saraswati's energy. When you feel the desire to be still, find a supportive stance for the body. You might be high on the elbows, forehead on the thumbs. You might be stacking the fists one on top of the other. Or forehead might come all the way down onto the floor. When you feel replete, slowly ease the body up. Take your time to unravel the legs. Knees stay bent, feet come flat. Sway the knees to one side. So same transition as you just did. Encourage the hips to find some space. The upper body is open. And then from here, we simply cross the ankles, give the knees a bit of a squeeze so you're hugging yourself. Deep breath of gratitude. Body that moves and carries you throughout the day. Transitioning on to the back. Moving into Shavasana, so the spine, the neck, and the head are going to form one nice long line. Make sure that the position that you choose gives you some space, some comfort, and the ability to relax. Take the breath deep into the belly. When we breathe into our center, this creates a sense of calm. And as we continue to breathe, that calmness will radiate down through the legs, up through the torso, extending all the way out through the crown of the head. If the deep breath in the belly is what keeps you present and keeps you relaxed, then you stay here. If it's available, you're moving into the natural rhythms of your own breath, drifting into a deeper sense of relaxation. And at her subtlest, Saraswati lives in that pulsing space at the root of sound, where silence gives birth to creative possibility. No one knows Saraswati's nature, nor is her inner reality known. She is the whole universe, and you exist within it. Namaste.